Grass City, baby.
Back, got a banger in fact. I ain't even gonna tell y'all who she is yet. She's the mystery guest. I am good. You know, I got my Chicago kid shirt on. You know, I got to represent out here in Cali, but you know, Chicago heart all day.
Go on and rep that. I ain't mad at you. First of all, we just said where you're from, but I want you to go ahead and tell people who you are, where you're at, and a little bit of what you do.
Okay. So I am representing Sacramento. Shout out to Sacramento. I've been out here a few years now. I'm a few things, sis. I am a poet. I'm a writer. I'm a hip hop artist, lyricist. I'm a UX manager, which is an area of STEM. So I'm a bit of a nerd as well. I'm a co-author for a data analytics book currently on Amazon. Cop that, called Improve It. I'm a little bit with sugar and spice and everything nice, you know.
Tell us how you got involved with STEM, being raised in Chicago.
No doubt. Shout out to President Obama. You know, we done had a lot of great artists come out of Chicago though. But you know, for me, I got involved in STEM from my mom. When I was 7 years old, she got me my first computer. I believe it was an Apple. I don't know. But I just remember just kind of playing around with it and just loving like some of the programs that were on there. I didn't even know they were called programs. I just knew it was stuff on the screen that engaged me, and I was having fun with it. And it just kind of started churning something in my brain. And you know, even throughout that, as I was growing up in high school, like just always trying to figure things out. And I think that was the programming, you know, element to just my mind and spirit. And so then after high school, I ended up going to Illinois State, shout out to ISU. And Redbirds. I got out there. I was a traditional computer science major, so I was coding in programs like C++ and C and Perl and Unix and all of that. And it was boring. Like it bored the hell out of me, to be honest. And so I was like, okay, has to be something else because this ain't the lick. And one of my friends told me about DePaul University back in Chicago. Now, I had been away at school for a couple of years, so I didn't have that itch anymore to like kind of be away. I was okay with going back home and saving up some money. And that's what I decided to do. And they had this program called Human Computer Interaction. And I'm like, what is that? Right. But it just kind of intrigued me. Took my first class in it. And 2.5 years later, I ended up getting my bachelor's in it as well. I ended up getting the master's as well. And it just kind of started the trajectory. But the beauty of human computer interaction was that it was taking into account the user experience, right? Which is really just about how we're all users of something, right? Phones, technology, computers, whatever, right? Kiosks, whatever, refrigerators, whatever. Like it's still, we're product centered and driven. And this whole idea of user-computer interaction was like, okay, how do we keep the users happy and engaged and keeping them coming back to our products?
When did you start artistry? Was that something that you were already doing, or did you say, you know what, I can write, so I'm gonna just get out and do this now?
I started that at 7 years old as well. I remember I was living in the area in Chicago called Parkways. I don't even know if it's still called that, but it was over on the south side. And they used to have these, talent shows out in what they called the mall. It was like this big open area. Like you had a building here, building there, building there. Then it was like this little open area where we would play. It was, you know, a little bit of grass, a whole bunch of cement, but it was called the mall. And they had these talent shows like every year. So I remember when I was seven or eight, I wanted to compete. They said, oh, you know, she's too young to compete. My mom said, no, my baby girl got something. She wants to compete or whatever. And I just remember her pushing for me. I don't know exactly what she said, but I remember her pushing for me. And I'm thinking they look grown to me, but they were like, you know, 13, 14, 16. But these were all men, little boys, rapping and, you know, dancing and singing. I'm sitting here 7, 8 years old. I had my little poem and it was said something like, my name is Tony. I live on Stony. It was just like, I came in second place.
Wow.
And I think that all I remember is standing on that stage and people cheering and go ahead. And that bug got me right there.
We're going to get into this video. Flip it. Miss Tony. This is dope, y'all. Pay attention. This is dope right here. Let's go. This is She
Get
TV.
Feels good to be so flippant. A quiet taste, so no wonder I'm so different. Ascended to my dimension, convention does not apply. I wonder what shall I mention? How wonderful, well am I try. No way will I have gone tired, sugar coating. The flyness that defines this chocolate covered dopeness. See, it's not a hella young metaphor, coated tongue. Used to give the gab to get out of getting jumped. Okay. First because I was a tomboy, then cause I wasn't one. Pushing me up into a corner, bell ring around, say 1, 2, I'm in a cipher for work, and 3, now I'm headed home. 4 years total, passport not taking me up to Switzerland. Yeah, that was crazy, yeah, you can't fade me, hell no, I ain't faded. Look, mom, I done made it a miss. All the crazy, your baby is doing big. Went from poet in the park to blessing African kings. I don't gotta drip like they do. I don't gotta spit like they do. I don't give a shit what they do. Get it? Flip it, yeah.
Grass City, baby.